Hello, Pokemon peeps, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. And today, like always, we bring you something new. And now we're gonna be testing here, uh, in one of the local tournaments in House of Rule. One of my opponent was playing Greedent Vmax with the quick shooting Italians and the shady dealings, and I was playing the usual suspects, Umbreon Vmax with Urshifu. So let's go ahead here and take a look. Alright, so we have here, uh, I go first. My opponent starts with the 6 Goonie. I start with the Umbreon, and right at the back playing the Tower of Darkness Quick Ball, discarding the Evolution Instance just so we can get those Houndoons set up and ready to go. Now how can we, because right now if our opponent or not evolves, I mean, he's going second, but if he manages to decide to uh, knock out one of our Houndours, we have to be very, very careful with the uh, Echoing Horn. With the Echoing Horn, he can just bring the Houndour back, gust it, and hit it for the first attack of Greedent Vmax, which I don't know the name right now, but is if you take a knockout on your opponent Pokemons, you take 3 prices in total. It's like a freaking ADP on steroids. But yeah, but my opponent here giving me a quick ball, 2 special fighting single strike energies, and an Urshifu, and the Urshifu will be good because so far at this point I didn't know what he was playing, but we do now, so that Urshifu will be coming in handy. And he out the back benching that Dunsparce. What it does, it has an ability that for every Pokemon that you have that is a normal type, have no weakness. So if your normal type is weak to fighting, it no longer has weakness. If it is weakness to lightning, same shenanigan. And I think it is from the new set and is a very good um, uh, tech with this deck built here. One of the decks that I want to be able to build eventually will be Bleacy with that little tech there, because we will no longer have that weakness shenanigan. My opponent playing the energy on the Sobble, so let's see if we can find a way to evolve the Houndour and then evolve. Okay, last turn we didn't attach energy, so that's pretty bad. But if we can just find a way to gust that Sobble and hit it for 60, I think it is. If we attach another energy, a special energy into the Umbreon, he does mean look for 30 plus 40 more. I think that should be a knockout on that Sobble. So hopefully it goes. We draw a boss here. And look at that, Crobat for 6, beautiful. And I don't think we got it. We got the Vmax, we got the Houndour, but unfortunately we did not get the boss's orders that we were looking for. Even though we can use the Tower of Darkness and draw 2 more cards. There it is, using the Houndoom ability to attach into the active. We take 20 damage, and if we can find the boss's orders with the tower, I think we'll just have to use main look to that 6 goon. But if my opponent has a scoop up net, that will be very, very naughty. And there it is, Tower of Darkness, getting ourselves a Bird Keeper and a Boss's Orders so we can knock out that Sobble, and that way my opponent does not have the ability to use the Call for Family and bring in more Rapid Strikes Sobbles. So there it is, we're going to be doing Mean Look for 30. plus 40 with the energies, which give me 20 more damage, and I will be taking a knockout. Yep. He thought that I used a supporter there, which I didn't. I used a tower, but yeah, just to clarify that. And there it is. My opponent playing another Marnie. Let's see if he can set up here, trying to find that Greedent. And the thing is that right now, if he right now he shows us the Greedent. So our goal here is not to show him another Houndoom or Houndour, because if we do, he can just easily attach that. I think it is the gloves, which the gloves allow him to do 30 more damage, and he can easily KO that Houndour, knock it out, and for his next turn, all he needs is the Echoing Horn and win the game. But let's see what else my opponent has here to do. No, he's just in the break zone right now, so he's going to pass, and we're going to use the evolution instance, getting ourselves the Umbreon Vmax, so we can go ahead and target that Greedent. That Greedent has, I think it is 200 HP, and if we can evolve it, get it into the active, put pressure on my opponent, knock him out, that will be super good. And there it is, Tower of Darkness, drawing 2 more, and we find ourselves the Urn, and we're gonna be able to put that, use the energy, put the energy back, use it with Houndour, and do 220 for the knockout. Because I think it is 220 HP. Because if we would have 200, we would have just attached one of those energies that we have in hand. And then attachment per turn. And like I said, we shouldn't bench another Houndour, but since we're taking a knockout here in this Greedent, it is good to do so. Because on our next turn, my opponent cannot evolve into the Vmax and cannot take 3 prizes out of that Houndour. There it is. We already super. We are in the lead here with the prize trade. So my opponent discarding a quick ball for a quick ball. Probably he has a Crobat. Let's see what my opponent grabs here, and he's just going to grab the Greedent. Hopefully that last card he has is a supporter. And there it is, levelable. Getting himself the Drizzile, and hopefully that Drizzile will get him a research. Probably debating here whether or not he gets the research or another Marnie. I think the best option here is to get himself the research, so that way he can draw more cards, try to stay in the lead, because I think his deck plays hammers also, and fan of waves, if I'm not mistaken. But he is going to go for the Melanie. He's going for the Melanie. I think he already has water energy in the discard pile, so that energy will go into the Greedent, and then he will be able to draw 3 more cards. Evolution Instance, which I think will grab him a Greedent Vmax for next turn, probably. yeah, he has the Rainbow Rare Greedent into the top, but I think he is going for the Shady Dealings in Talion, which is not a bad option because on his next turn, if I don't find a way to gust that Greedent and put more pressure on him, knock him out, I think that Shady Dealings will become in handy, getting him probably a scoop up for not a scoop up or escape rope, maybe, or a boss's orders or boss's orders or an evolution instance. So that way he can evolution instance, evolve into the Greedent, and then boss's orders that Houndour and take the 3 prizes, putting himself a little bit more there. And all he would need is bench another Sobble and boss again. But that play no longer will be available for him due to the fact that we just evolve our Houndour. I think with the Greedent engine, you must go first, or just wait for your opponent to make a misplay, discard a Houndoom or Houndour, my bad, and then Echoing Horn and target. And we're just going ahead and taking a knockout here into the 6th Goon, but he forgot to promote before he draw. And another way that my opponent can lose this turn is if he does not find a way to evolve that Greedent. But since we saw him putting that Shady Dealing Inteleon into his hand, that won't be a problem because right now he can just do the Shady Dealings, get the Evolution Instance or Research, and then draw more cards. Because that's what you want to see. You want to see more cards. Yep. Checking over here, hit discard pile. Probably checking if he has more Marnies or what he has in price. But I think he was checking if he had another energy in the discard pile. We're gonna check here, and I think he has it. He has one at the end. I think I saw it before the water Pokemon. So that will be another energy attached to the Greedent. So I think what he needs to grab is an evolution instance. Evolution instance, get him the Greedent Vmax, evolve it, then Melanie, accelerate energy, draw 3 more cards, see what he can get out of it, and then with the second attack of Greedent Vmax, I think the name is Gmax Gimme Gimme or something like that. And then he does 160 damage, plus you draw 3 more cards, which is pretty good. It's a draw engine. Let's see here. It's taking quite a while just to get. No allergy pain, sir. Debating here what he gets, and to be honest, all he has is to get that evolution instance. There it is. There it is. See, that's a good. We were thinking of the same play. is playing the Melanie, attaching that third water energy into the active and drawing 3 more cards. Now let's see what he has here. Because so far he hasn't attached energy per turn. So he can attach the powerful energy and do up to 60, 70, 80, up to 180 damage. That's pretty good. Now let's see what we do here. And we attach the energy. If we manage to find ourselves like a secondary urn, we will be able to retreat. Use the urn, put them back in the deck, and use the ability of Havnoon to take the dub. And as you can see, there it is. We got the urn. So all we need to do is retreat, discard 2, urn, play it, put them back in the deck, use the ability, put them in the Urshifu, and take the dub. Yep, there it is. And that will be a knockout, not counting the ability because the weakness. Because remember, since he has that Dunsparce, takes away the weakness. So we just have to hit him solid for 330, 310 or 20, something like that. Because he does 270, 280 to 90, 310, 320. Yeah, there it is. And that'll be taking a knockout there, taking our last 2 prices in there. So now that we've finished the matchup, here, we're gonna be ending it soon. And I hope you guys, if you did enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one and in the next matchup. So peace out.